So today we are going to discussing about how to find a square root of a number. Topic is how to find a square root of a number. To find the square root directly, at least we know some of the square values. At least you know some of the square values. Those are, at least you have to know, up to 25 squares. At least you remember 25 squares. 25 that is 625. So now here I am writing some of the square values up to 20 square. That is, so 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, and so on. So I mentioned some of the square values. But now we are doing the reverse. Once you are getting some value, from that value you have to find the square root of that particular number. Now you see the first example here. There is no formula here. There is no special formula. A simple trick is there. We are having a simple trick. To solve this square root. That is, whatever the number they are going to given here, just consider this number into two parts. Consider this number into two parts. The first part is first two-digit number. The first part is the first two-digit number, and the remaining part is how many numbers are there. It may be the one number or two number or three-digit number. You can go for any number, but the first part is two-digit number, and left the remaining numbers. And take the second part. That is to find the approximate square root of that particular number. So take the second part and find the approximate root of that particular number. What is the root of 2? What is root of 2? The 1 square is equals to 1. 2 square is equals to, you know this, 1 square is equals to 1, and 2 square is equals to 4. The root of this particular 2 is, if I am considering the 1 square, I am going to get the 1 approximately, or if I am considering 2, it is going to be more than 2. 2 square I am considering, here I am considering 2 square, I am getting more than 2, that is a 4 value. There is no 4 here, so that instead of these two I am going to take it as 1 square value, 1 square. So that is the approximate root of that particular 2 is 1. The approximate root of that particular second part of that digit is 1, and approximate root of the 2's digit of the first part. This is the first part. 25 is the first part, and remaining 2 is the second part. From the second part size, find the approximation root value. Square root of 1 is nothing but of 1. If I am considering 2, square root of 2 is nothing but of 4. So I am going with 1, approximately less than value. So square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 2 is more than 2. So I am neglecting the second function, the second one. I am considering the first one. And the square root of 25. Square root of 25 is 5. Then what is value of square root of 225? The square root of 225 is nothing but of 50. And it is very simple to find. If you are having the last digit is 5. So once again I am going to repeat this. To find the square root of a particular number, separate that number into two parts. The first part is the right side 2 digits. The first part is the right side 2 digits, and the second part is the remaining left side digits. And take the second part and find the square root of that particular second part number. Square root of this 2, it is always less than, it is equals to 1. If I'm considering square root of 2, it is 4, it is greater than 2. So I'm considering the second part, the approximation square root is 1. And the first part, approximation square root is equals to 5. Okay, and similarly you do for the second example. The square root of 361. The first procedure is, first step is separate the second part, that is second least 2-digit part, and separate most digit part. Here I am having most digit is only the 1. That number is 3. 1 digit, that is 3. And find the root of 3. Root of 3, I am going to considering either 1 or 2 here. I am going to take either 1 square or 2 square. If I am taking 1 square, it is 1 approximation value. If I am taking the 2 square, it is more than that 3. If I am taking 2 square, it is more than that 3. So that I am going to consider the 1. The square root of 3 is 1. And the square root of 61. I want to find the square root of 61. So among these, the square root of 61 is 7 square. So we have to find the square root of 61 and see the last digit is 1. Among these, up to the first 10 squares, where is possible the 1 value? Where is possible the 1? The 1 square I am going to get the 1, and the 9 square I am going to get the 1. There is a 2 possibilities here. There is 2 possibilities. The second digit may be the 1 square or 9 square. So for the second part, I am going to find the square root. There is a 2 possibilities in these squares. That is a 1 square is equals to 1 because this value is 1, least value is 1. And also the 9 square also, the last one is 1. Once you are finding the 2 possibilities, you have to consider the approximation. Which one is more suitable for this number? That is, it may be the 1. If you are considering 1, this value is 11. If I am considering 9, this value is 19. Which is more convenient? The 1 square is 1, that is very, very lesser than the 61. And 9 square is 81, that is greater than 61. See, 1 square is 1, that is less than 61. 9 square is 81, that is greater than 61. So, should not prefer 1, prefer 19. So, the answer is 19 for this. Similarly, you try for the next example. If you do the more examples, you will get more clarity. Okay, so you see the third example here. What is procedure? Separate first 2 digits as one part, next 2 digits as the other part. Find the approximation of the second part, MSB point. Find the approximation square of this 20. Where it is very closer, the 20. Either 4 square, it is nearly 16, or either 5 square, it is 25. 25 is greater than 20, so that you consider 4 square. That is 4 square is nothing but 16, so it is very closer to the 4. And the second part is 25. From where it is equals to the 5, the last digit should be 5. From 1 square to 10 square, the last digit is 5. So that 5 square is 25. So this answer is 45. If you're having 5 series at the ending, there is no alternative changes. There is no choices. If you're having 5, you are getting the direct answer. If you're having 1, 9, 6, you're getting 2 chances. Among the 2 chances, you are going to pick only one choice. Take the next example. First step is separate last 2 digits. Separate last 2 digits as a single part, one part, and the remaining is one part. For 2, find the square root, approximate square root of 2. Approximate square root of 2, either 1 square or 2 square. 2 square is greater than 2, 1 square is less than 2, so consider 1. And find the square root of 89. Find the square root of 89. So here you see the last digit is 9. The last digit is 9. From 1 square to 10 square, where we are going to get the 9 value? It may be 3. 3 square is 9, or 7 square is 9. 3 square is 9, or 7 square is 9. Among these two combinations, which is more convenient to this number? Either 1 3 13 or 1 7 17. You pick either choice. That is, 3 square is 9. But here the total value is 89. It is greater than 9. 89 is greater than 9. So that 3 is not correct. The second one is 7. The second one is 7. 7 sevens are 49. Of course, this value is greater than 7, but there is no other options to select. We are having only one combination, that is 7. Both are less than, but when compared to the 3, the 7 is very closer to that value. Okay, so these are answers. 17 17s are 289. And next, square root of 2116. Square root of 2116. Here you find, separate the first 2 digits. 60 is one part, 21 is the other part. 16 is one part, 21 is another part. For the 21, find the square root. That is, you may get either 4 square or 5 square. Find the approximation. 4 square is 16, 5 square is more than 21. So you consider 4. Consider 4. And the next one is 16. Among 1 square to 10 square, where we are going to get the 6th combination. That is 4. 4 square is 16. Another one is 8. The answer may be either 44 or 48. You may be find the trial and error by using trial and error. You may consider either 4 or you may consider either 8. If you consider 4, what happened? 4 4s are 16. So the value is equals to 16. If you consider 8, what is value? 8 8s are 64. It is more than that. So it is not 8. The closed value is 4. The answer is 44. Got it? These are the best trick to find square root of a particular number. Okay, we'll do some more examples.